G'day everyone, it's Nolly from Plonc. Just a short video here, just chatting. I've had a lot of customers or clients have advised me that can I use a 1200 by 600 porcelain tile in my wet area, bathrooms or living space. I believe it is feasible these days to use the 1200 by 600. As opposed to the 600 by 600 or 300 by 600 size porcelain tiles, which are commonly used, maybe due to complacency or what certain contractors have used before. I think the real question has been asked is that the larger format tiles, they just cannot manipulate that in a small space in a bathroom or laundry, etc. When you have professional tilers that can tile and are equipped with the tools used to tile a wall and a floor, I think the tiles are going to be quite easy to be installed. When you think about 600 by 600 and 1200 by 600, there are increments of 600 mil. So whether or not it is a large format or a small tile, if you had a penetration landing on the middle of that tile, the tiler will still need to do angle cuts to get the fall into that penetration. Today, guys, 1200 by 600 is actually the small tile in the tile industry standard, because more and more large format like 1200 by 600 or 2400 by 1200 or 1600 by 3 meters, are actually being exported to other countries like UK, Europe, and America, and so on. And why do people choose to have this large format is because you sort of eliminate these grid lines or grout joints that sort of interfere with the interior architecture or design that's intended. And also having a larger format tiles gives more wow into showing the graphics and texture of some of the raw materials that's being mimicked in our environment, whether it's a stone or marble or a fabric or a leaf or a tree trunk. All that texture is better seen in a larger format porcelain tiles. So there are peripheral materials or equipment being sold in the marketplace, which is available in every hardware store, or most of them. Most large format would require linear drains where screeding the floor into a V-shaped format is quite easy and much better for tilers because they're not actually negotiating around a small drain with a tile. Obviously that there's some elements of tile set out and designing to make that work. So that you have a layout that allows water to fall into the primary drain. And we can advise you, professional tilers, if you do not have professional tilers. We have a lot of them in New South Wales, Victoria, Brisbane, Adelaide. These professional tilers are available. You just got to find the professional tilers that can do it for you. Suppliers with advanced technology applied onto designing their porcelain tiles can achieve these sort of graphics and texture. And these are the evolution of within the tile industry where we're moving to, where we're getting great graphics and great textures that you can put in your living space today. As opposed to having these two-dimensional blurry porcelain tiles that often is common in a smaller 600 by 600 size or 300 by 600 size tile that are using a sort of a traditional technology. We have textures now that we can create the undulations on the surface of the tile as opposed to trying to print them in a more graphical kind of way. By using this technology, we're actually creating depths and onto the porcelain tiles, and it actually makes the a wall that you have or floor that you have look more beautiful and aesthetically, I guess, appealing, without having to see the many grout joints that you would normally find in a smaller tile.